I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Hey, what's good? Happy Hump Day. Good afternoon and welcome. This is the bottom line on 100.7 The Score, 107 The Score mobile app, as well as TSportsNetwork.com. We're on television, Fox 34 News now, YouTube, Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV. Lots of ways to take us in. However you're doing so, we are glad that you've decided to make us part of your Wednesday afternoon. Alongside Chris Sneed, I'm Chois, woodman. Jimmie Cook across the way taking care of us. You can also hit us up if you'd like to. Thoughts, comments, questions, all of it welcome on the Yates Flooring Center chat line through that 100.7 The Score mobile app. You can take the app anywhere with you, even listen in if you're out in Nibley, Utah. Ayo Sneeder.
What's up?
It is Bob Seger Day here with the bottom line. We turn the page and look ahead to the Utah Utes. I know we've been doing that anyway, like for 2 weeks because of competition level, but we'll fully do it today. Dive into the Utes a bit. Look ahead to conference play as a whole. See, I'm going to have you rank. You didn't know this, but I'm going to have you rank Texas Tech's remaining games on their schedule in terms of most to least attainable. Most winnable to least winnable.
Okay.
Yep. Most winnable to least winnable. We'll get to that coming up a little bit later in this hour. We will we'll talk Red Raiders and Utah fans. There's such a lovely bunch out there. We even have bowl projections. I'm not kidding. Those things are out. They're kind of like the bracketology, where people used to bracketology would come out a few weeks before the tournament. People would click on it and be like, okay, where's my team? Now it is a year-round venture. Bowl projections start with the college football season now because people like myself will click on them. So we actually have them up for you at TSportsNetwork.com if you want to see all of the latest bowl projections for the Red Raiders. And they range quite a bit. They range from first responder
all the way up to the playoff, right?
Yeah, that's right. You can find Texas Tech playing at Gerald J. Ford Stadium, not R, but J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, to hosting a college football playoff game in Lubbock. I know which one I'm choosing there, but yeah. So we'll get to bowl projections, all sorts of stuff. I do want to get your take because this news came out earlier this week, and I hadn't had a chance to talk to you about it. There's an ACC ref that called it quits over how something was handled. So, basically, from my understanding of the situation, the replay buzzed in after a full another play had been played. Replay forced him to go back and basically erase the play that had happened. And he didn't like that they were doing this. Have you seen this story?
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't have any public comments on that.
I was wondering if that was the case. No public comments. Okay, that's fair. I get it. It was a really weird situation, though.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very strange. And if it is as reported, I'm definitely on the official side for how things went down. So, y'all chime in. Bring in your thoughts, comments, questions. Dang it, Sneed, why didn't I listen to you? Why didn't I listen?
About what?
The Rangers. I let myself buy in
I wasn't
again.
going to get sucked back in.
I did.
Yeah. I was not going to let it get sucked back in.
Gummit, and now
Here
we are.
The hurt's real.
It hurts.
Yeah. And then I just woke up this morning and found out that they lost. I didn't.
Josh Young tried to bring them back last night.
I've been that way for the last 2 weeks, really. Just when they were on their heater, I said, not sucking me back in. I'm just going to let them. You're not going to suck me back in. You're not going to get me all excited. Now, if they had made it into the postseason, I'd have got excited. And if they got a home game, I'd have probably figured out a way to get to it. But they weren't going to suck me back in.
So 4 games back now of the Astros.
Yep. That's
a pretty big deficit with 10 games to play.
You're going to have to essentially go 9-1
minimum
and get help.
Yeah.
At that point. You're no longer in control of your own destiny. You're going to need somebody else to go the opposite direction. And see, the hard part about that is you just came off a heater.
Right. So
and so now you're actually starting to go the opposite direction. And the one thing you can hope for is the team you're chasing now is not even the one you were chasing. Now you're chasing Boston. And Boston was hot for a while. And it's actually a very interesting scenario here because the team that you're chasing for that third wild card spot could change. And I think it would actually be harder to catch Boston than it would have been to catch the Astros.
Yeah.
Well, one, because the Astros are going to have to go 3 with Seattle.
I mean, you had your chance at the Astros.
You did.
Yeah.
And you.
If you would have taken care of business in this series, won 2 out of 3 games, not even one in the series, but won 2 out of 3, you'd have been 1 game back of the Astros.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you sit with 10 games to play, 4 games back. You can still grab a game today and make it 3 with 9 to play. But that still just feels like too big of a deficit. It can happen. We've seen baseball. But, man, you went from like a, 50% chance of making the playoffs to a 15% chance of making the playoffs overnight with the loss last night. So it's frustrating. And we want to boil it down to what you've done lately. It's not that. It was your horrid start, how you played early in the season. So many guys really underperforming.
Is. Yeah.
If you'd have been average during some of those stretches, you're sitting in a completely different situation now. But man, Rangers just muddled through for way too much of the season, then tried to push it. It's like that. It's like, hey, I've got this test to take last second, a 50-question test with 15 minutes to go. I never did that in college. That's not me. Just kidding. But, you just too little too late. It was fun for a little bit. But I think for the first time I am declaring dead.
Yeah.
Dead. It's the bottom line. We got your thoughts rolling in on the A's Flooring Center chat line. We'll get some of those. Fill you in on the day's headlines next, including where you can find the Rangers. Right here on 100.7 The Score.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Bottom line on 100.7 The Score and 107 The Score mobile app. I'll keep the comments coming in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. We'll get back to some Rangers conversation in a moment. User Camo says, think Vegas Insider now has Morton ahead of Arch in Heisman odds, as he should be. Yeah, I think his odds should be better, yeah. This weekend goes a long way. It does. Dear Choice, how are you? I am fine. Why do we have bowl projections when half of the college football teams have played 2 or 3 cupcakes thus far? And who cares about bowl games anymore unless they are affiliated with the playoff bowl? Do you think Rocky Top or SMU cared about the bowl game they missed out on last year in playing in Columbus or Happy Valley? Thank you for the obscure towns you can listen to the Raymar family of stations from. Gordo P.S. Has Sneed ever called a game from that old historic stadium at El Paso High School?
No, I have not.
Have you played a game there?
I did never ever play a game there either. I've never called a high school football game in El Paso.
Really?
No, I only.
In
fact, I played high school football in El Paso, and my last high school football game was against our crosstown rivals, the Eastwood Troopers.
Troopers!
And we played at the Sun Bowl. This is back in the old days when every Friday night they would play a high school football game in the Sun Bowl.
That's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. And that was every week of the year. This is back when UTEP was drawing, 4,000 people a game. And it wasn't like a game operation where they had the stadium all swept up and everything. They would never do that today. Yeah, it was the last game of the year, and Hanks and Eastwood played in the Sun Bowl, and it was a great. We lost 31-26 in that game. 26, as you can imagine, that's an odd score. It's because we had 2 extra points blocked.
That is weird. Yep.
Who was the kicker? That'd be me.
Sneed.
Yeah.
Get it up, man.
The next time I was on the floor of the stadium floor of the Sun Bowl, I was officiating a UTEP game.
Okay.
I get UTEP against 2012 in Conference USA. UTEP against Tulane.
Nice.
So that was and it was funny. It was the same thing. The last time my parents were in that stadium was my high school football game. They hadn't come back to a game until then. Until I was officiating.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have yet to. The next time I was on the floor, I was there 2 years ago for the Sun Bowl. I was on the sideline. This is SEC crew worked that game, but I didn't go into the stands.
Let's see this from the chat line. Is Choice going to do the milk hot dog challenge directly on the toilet?
What?
I filled in. This is how I get repaid for filling in last week on the end of the bench.
Did you get put on the tiny wheel?
I had to do pick'em.
Oh boy!
I lost the pick'em, and they spun a tiny wheel for me. I only had 2 options. It was do smelling salts live on air, or use a hot dog straw to drink chocolate milk.
Oh,
and that's what it landed on. So that's what I will be doing next week during the bye week.
Chocolate milk. Do you have to drink the entire?
Yeah, the entire cup of chocolate milk. Wow. It'll be one of those white styrofoams.
Wow.
Yep.
Through a
hot dog straw.
Wasn't Hacks the first one to do that?
I think he did. It's been a while. It's been a while, but I think he did like a Coke or something. That would be way easier to have a Coke through a hot dog straw than milk. All right, Sneed, can you pull up your Texas Tech foosball schedule?
Got it.
All right.
The remaining schedule?
Yeah. Remaining schedule. I want you to go through and go from easiest to hardest games remaining on your schedule.
The easiest game on the schedule right now is Saturday, October 25th against Oklahoma State.
There's one. I think I would agree with you. There's 2 options, basically, you could have gone with.
The second easiest would have probably been Saturday, November 15th against UCF.
Yep. You can flip-flop either of those, and I think those are fine. 1 and 2.
The third easiest game would probably be Saturday, November 29th, West Virginia.
At West Virginia.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of crazy because that's generally a tough place to play, but I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I think you are.
The fourth easiest game is probably Saturday, October 4th against Houston.
I don't know if I'm ready to say that.
The fifth easiest game at this point, I think, is probably Saturday, November 1st against Kansas State.
Who would have said that before the season?
Yeah.
But I think you're right.
The 6th easiest game at this point, and this is where it starts getting dicey.
Yep. Very.
I think the 6th easiest game is probably Saturday, October 11th against Kansas.
All right.
That's homecoming. The 7th easiest game at this point, and this is I'm going to say it's probably Saturday, November 8th against BYU.
So you're finishing with 2 road games.
Yeah, and so the 8th toughest game is probably the 8th easiest game.
Second toughest.
Second toughest game would be Saturday, October 18th against Arizona State.
So you think this weekend?
I think this weekend makes or breaks.
It?
Yeah. So
I agree with you. This is the toughest game of your 9 remaining, and you happen to get it as the first conference game.
Yeah.
I also think it puts such an emphasis if you win this game, because
I think
it doesn't mean you're going to win the other 8.
But I'd say Katie bar the door if you do win it, because
it means you've bought yourself so much equity.
Oh,
so much.
Yeah.
I mean, you are in the catbird seat.
Everyone is waiting to see what you do.
Yeah.
And how you react, and now there's going to be a narrative of, yes, you bought this team and you should do that.
That's fine. Bring the narrative while we're playing in Arlington.
Yeah, I don't care. But yeah, this is a big moment for Texas Tech, and one of the things that sticks out with me, I don't care your opponents, but the fact that your starters to this point have not allowed a point on defense. You're starting 11. Heck, your second 11. There are some pretty good teams out there that allowed a team to put together a drive, and I'm talking about some not great programs put together. Remember, we talk about this. Everyone's first 11 is pretty good.
Typically.
I mean, and as the games wear down, it's usually the fact that the second 11 get in and the third 11 get in, and that's where you start to see the drop-offs. But everyone's first 11 is generally pretty good. Now, we're not saying Arkansas Pine Bluff's going to go up against Clemson and they're going to – yeah, we know that. But Kent State's first 11 on offense, for a second or two, I thought they might just have something. Oregon State's first 11 on offense, thought they might put something together, and then it seemed like Malik Murphy's going to overthrow everybody.
By the way, all those people that said Kent State will go 0 for after you play them and they're that bad, they should have beat Buffalo last week, by the way. They lost by 3 to Buffalo, which is generally a good group of 6 team. Yeah, they're going to win a few games. Yeah, this Kent State team is not the 0-12 team from last year, but no. I'm not propping them up. They're not a great team, but they're not as bad.
No one is trying to spill any facts that this schedule, these teams that they played are good teams. No one's trying to spill that. I mean, we know. Hey, UAPB, awful. Kent State, worst team in Division I, the FBS last year. We know that. Oregon State, a team that 3 years ago was pretty good. They didn't get invited to the ACC or another group or Power 5, and now they're struggling with their talent level. And it's obvious.
Y'all chime in if you'd like to. I generally agreed with you on just about all of those. I think there's a lot of teams in the middle that are hard to judge at this point.
Yeah, we just don't know.
I don't know if BYU or Kansas will end up being better this year. BYU's got a murderer's row of a schedule, so they've got some toughness ahead. Houston scares me. Scare is probably a strong word. Houston gives me pause. That's all I'll say.
They are playing better. I don't know if their talent level is great, but they are playing better as a roster right now.
It may just be Willie Fritz as a good coach.
Yeah,
that could be it.
I attest to that.
Y'all keep those comments coming in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. We'll continue next. More of the bottom line on 100.7 The Score.
getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Thanks for hanging out on a Wednesday. It's the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and 107 The Score mobile app. Y'all keep your thoughts and comments coming in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Chois, Jamie, Jimmie, all with you till 3 o'clock this afternoon. Let's see, where is... Someone says, Choice, why do you think everyone is trolling you?
Are you being trolled?
I didn't know I was.
Are you being bullied?
I did ask, someone asked the question earlier, Jamie, have the Texas Rangers ever won the Silver Boot? Is that not a troll question? Or do you think people are that uneducated?
They probably were trying to push you off sides a little bit.
So that's why I thought that person was trolling me, Texter. Because, as I stated, the Rangers have won 10 of the Silver Boots, and the Astros have won 11 of them.
Wow, that's good.
So if the Rangers win today, it'll be 11-11 all time. And the Rangers, in the all-time series, Jamie, 146 and 145. So
Crazy.
if the Astros win today, it will be an even series all time.
Wow.
I love that the Astros got good enough for it to be a good series. I mean, it's entertaining. I like the rivalry that's built there because it used to be non-existent. The Rangers never really had a true rivalry until the Astros moved to the division. I mean, you had some teams that were, there at times, but you never had a true
Felt
rival.
like you tried to make it the
Right.
Angels, but it never really felt that. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I feel like baseball in Texas became way more entertaining when the Astros moved from the National League to the American League, and the fact that both teams have gotten good.
Yes. Yeah, both teams competing.
I mean, the run that Astros went on with 7 straight ALCSs is
unreal.
Pretty impressive.
Unreal there. All right, so I promised some bold projections. We'll zip through a few of these and then return to some thoughts on the chat line. Jimmie's going to have our question today. A lot of pressure, Jimmie. No pressure.
Lots of it.
Texas Tech's bowl projections, Jamie. I didn't know this was a thing this early, but it's getting clicks, so that's why people do it.
I thought we were reading them before the season started.
I think that, but I didn't know people were putting these out weekly until recently. Jamie, there is a massive range in these. All that I found have Texas Tech going to a bowl game, so that's good. But it ranges from the first responder bowl.
I mean, we only need 3 more wins.
That's true. That is true. It ranges from the first responder bowl to the college football playoff.
Okay.
There are some on here that I'm like, ooh, gross. And there are some that I'm like, okay.
First responder bowl, yes.
Well, let's start there. USA Today, in their infinite wisdom, has Texas Tech versus Vanderbilt in the first responder bowl. So
Might be fun for baseball.
There's that. We'll work our way up from lower bowls to higher bowls. College Football News has Texas Tech versus Nebraska in the Rate Bowl. Both of those, by the way, December 26th games.
Where is the Rate Bowl?
Phoenix. That's at Chase Field.
Phoenix.
Diamondbacks Stadium. Then you have 2 different spots for Texas Tech in the Texas Bowl, Palm Brackets and Sports Illustrated. Tech versus OU and Tech versus Tennessee in the Texas Bowl.
Fun matchups.
Those are okay, yeah. I wouldn't care for the bowl game as much because you'd be doing less than you hope for. Alamo Bowl, Texas Tech versus USC. ESPN has that one of the ESPN ones.
Fun. We need to get revenge on them.
It's been a while. Was that 95?
I believe that's correct.
Cotton Bowl? Keyshawn Johnson?
Just before I got there.
Several Pop-Tarts Bowl projections. Another ESPN one against Georgia Tech. Florida State.
Well, I got my Pop-Tarts Bowl pin last weekend.
Did you? Where? What did I get? They sent you one?
The reps were in town, and they came by Optimum Game Day Live and
What the
gave
heck?
Chuck and I a Pop-Tarts Bowl pin. Very cool.
All right, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
And
It's got like a bite taken out of it and everything.
No, you didn't get me one? Dang it, Jamie. Georgia Tech, Florida State, and Clemson. 3 options there.
Clemson.
One of
I will
these-
choose Florida State.
Florida State or Clemson, I'm good with.
Clemson might be an easy win because they're going to be so disappointed to be there. Not that
Probably.
we wouldn't also, but
I think different level of disappointment.
yeah, that's fair.
And if you want to get technical, that would be the same stadium that you beat Clemson last time you played them.
All right, 55-14. Here we go. Baron Morton leading the band.
I think it was 55-15. But yes,
15? Okay.
I think. But yes.
Oh, man.
Baron
now
Morton
he's
leading.
doubting himself.
No, I was there. That was my favorite bowl game I've been to. That was the first bowl game, 12-year-old Chois. Yeah. I'm confident in that.
You're confident?
Yeah.
I'm not, so I'm going to lean towards you being right.
Yeah. And finally, save the best for last. CBS Sports has Texas Tech. Hold on, pardon me. Number 8,
15.
15? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Number 8, Texas Tech hosting number 9, Illinois at Jones Stadium. That's not as sexy as some of them we've
No,
seen.
man. We've seen Notre Dame before.
I know. Well, they're not going to be there. They're 0-2.
Are you certain?
Well, if they run the table, you could get
Notre
them as the 9th
Dame.
seed. Good point. We've seen Notre Dame. We've seen Miami.
That's the most unexciting college football playoff hosting game I can imagine.
Do you remember who their coach is?
Yes. Bielema, right?
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
still have some fun at his expense.
Yeah, we know who Coach Kingsbury will be rooting for.
Yeah, I think we do.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I know,
Goodness,
man.
that is so boring.
Oh,
Illinois.
I could totally see them doing something like that. ESPN runs this crap.
Does Illinois even have fans?
That's a
Have you
great
ever
question.
met an Illinois fan?
Illinois is going to lose to Indiana this weekend, so that's fine.
Oh, yay. So it'll be Indiana instead.
Just what Jamie wants.
Does Indiana have fans?
You know this is
Football
what would
fans.
happen, too. Like, if Tech did have that 8 seed hosting, ESPN's going to be like, oh, well, we have
That one's going to be at like
OU right here.
that one's going to be at like 2:30 in the afternoon on a Wednesday.
We have OU right here, but we're not going to make them go to Lubbock.
No, we can't.
Or
do
Texas
that.
A&M made the playoff. We can't make them go to Lubbock.
No.
So we'll put them as the 10 seed. Put Illinois right here. There you go. That's how the things will happen.
Listen to me being all, I don't want
You know
that
what?
matchup.
You're exactly right.
That
Give me
is
the college
such
football
a-
playoff
I don't
hosting
care who
game.
we're playing.
Man,
That's right.
just host in Lubbock, and that is so good. So fun. But quite the range. First Responder Bowl to college football playoff first round. We learned some stuff this weekend, Jamie. Nothing that's
goodness,
guaranteed,
yes.
but we finally get to really learn about both the Red Raiders and the Utes.
Okay, let me ask you, since you don't want to allow me to ask a question of the day today, and Jimmy stole my spot,
You're
I'm
welcome
going to go
to.
right now. Percentage that you make the Big 12 championship game if you win on Saturday. Percentage of confidence.
75.
Only 75.
I'd say 80.
I mean, you still have some tough games ahead.
I'm at like 90. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Percentage you make the Big 12 championship game if you lose on Saturday.
40. I
40.
maybe 50. I
Such a
still think
homer.
these are the two best teams in the league, so I should probably be higher, but
I'm still at 51.
okay.
above 50%.
So you think even on the other side of this weekend,
I still think you can, absolutely.
You lean towards you making
to
it.
me, this is the toughest game. So
I
even
agree
if
with
you
you.
lose, I still think you can run the table. And I still think that gets you in.
I had Sneed rank his games in terms of most winnable and least winnable throughout conference play. We'll have you do that as well coming up. Jimmie's question next, though, on 100.7 The Score.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Hanging out with the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and 107 The Score mobile app. Y'all keep hitting us up if you'd like to. We welcome your thoughts, comments, questions, just about anything on the Yates Flooring Center chat line through that 100.7 The Score mobile app. Return to some of that here in just a wee bit. But first, Jimmie's got a question.
Time now for Jamie's question of the day on 100.7 The Score. Brought to you by someone not named Jamie and presented by Connecticut of West Texas. Life's hard, your water shouldn't be.
All right, so there's been a lot of talk about Utah and our Texas Tech's offense and defensive lines, and that's been a big storyline for the better part of this week. So for my question that I have for you today, I want you to, other than the offensive and defensive lines, what would be the next big position group or player that could win the game for you on Saturday against Utah?
Let's take quarterback out of it because quarterback.
Let's take quarterback out.
Every game can decide it.
Agreed.
Yep. Okay.
I was going to let you go first.
I'll go linebackers because I think the job of our linebackers this week is to not let Devin Dampier hurt you with his legs.
Yep.
And if he's getting out of the pocket or he's keeping on zone reads or whatever, we need our linebackers to play big.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if Tech will employ a spy or multiple spies against him like you've seen teams do against running quarterbacks. But I think those three linebackers slowing down the run game of Houston, specifically their quarterback and Dampier, and forcing him to stay in the pocket and throw the ball. Okay, I don't think I think you have a much better chance to win if you keep him as a pocket passer. So your linebackers, to me, are the most important position group in this game.
I think that is a great answer, Jamie, and I agree with you. I think containment of the quarterback is going to be huge, and not letting Dampier get to this third level will be huge. I'm going to go offensive line, though. I think your offensive line has got to give Baron Morton time to throw over the top because I think you're looking at two new starters in the secondary for Utah. They love to play man coverage. Utah loves to play man coverage. Now, I do think they will go zone more often this week because they know the speed that Texas Tech has on the outside, and they won't put their guys on an island. But when they do put their guys on an island, your offensive line's got to be able to protect and let Baron Morton do what he's done so much already this season, and that's unleash the cannon. So I think with that, you also need to establish a running game. You can't be one-dimensional in this game. So you need to be able to open up some holes. Doesn't have to be a great running game, but it needs to be a good running game to keep the Utah defense true. So O-line, for me, if I was picking a defensive position, I would agree. It's linebackers.
I mean, I said not offensive line or defensive line.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
But
Man,
if
Chuck
you,
Jr.
That was Chuck Jr. to the T. Okay,
I'm
then
guessing then you would pick the running back.
No, linebackers would be next.
Okay.
Linebackers would be next.
Okay.
Sorry for not listening.
Did
you hear him say that?
I did.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna.
Why did you stop me somewhere?
I wasn't gonna call you out. I was just gonna let it slide.
I wish you would have just
I was
stopped
just
me.
guaranteeing that I was winning this point in take versus take
Dang
because I
it.
followed directions.
I would
Son of a guns.
I would agree with you both. The linebackers is a very pivotal position, but also I would say the special teams is also going to be a pivotal role in this game. Especially if it's a close game.
Yep.
It's going to be very pivotal for you to be good on special teams and to be disciplined on special teams as well.
They missed 3 field goals in the first half last week? Yeah. Special teams is a question mark for them. They got some guy that they call Legzilla or something.
Is that right?
Apparently he's not Makezilla. Just got a big leg.
Just Legzilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think...
Which is also the way Choice's high school girlfriends were described.
No. That was still me.
Oh,
Heavy
that was
legs.
you.
Come on, man.
Heavy Legzilla.
Heavy Legzilla. Just a little bit different. All right. Back to the A's Flooring Center chat line. People are confirming what you're talking about. The Barstool kid. Same guy. Yeah, I don't know. I read Dave Portnoy's response. He's talking about a blanket statement or a blanket policy. I'd probably give the Barstool Tech guy a little benefit of the doubt if he hadn't had such a terrible reputation to begin with. So
Yeah, sounds like that really hurt him.
seems like nothing to get upset over. No big deal.
Yeah, no, again, I was
Not-
seeing Red Raider fans that were actually happy about it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
And not because they were on one side or the other politically, because they didn't like his work with the Barstool account.
My son gets proper discipline if he calls me bro. Don't your kids call you bro?
They do. Yeah, brah.
Brah. That's worse
Yeah,
than bro.
They do. Man. We get man.
Man is funny.
They also call my wife man, too.
Come on, man. Your mom.
They also call her mom, yes.
They throw mama jokes around
They will say your mom to each other
while she's right there.
while she's right there.
That's fantastic.
Mhm.
Sorry, Ann. Let's see. I'm the victim.
I'm sorry, Choice.
No, thank you. I get defensive and jump off sides way too early. I just said that I thought the Astros dude was trolling us. That's all I said. I'm in a good mood. Tech's going to go win a football game this weekend. Speaking of the Pop-Tarts Bowl, I've nicknamed him Pop-Tart because he brings me the same energy as the Pop-Tart mascots at the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Who does?
I don't know who. Oh, nicknamed his son. He clarified.
Oh, okay.
There you go. First game where the starters play the full game. Correct. There's no way Tech gets into the playoff if we lose this weekend. The conference is way too weak overall. You know, you still can get to the Big 12 championship game.
All you got to do is win that thing.
If you don't think 8-1's getting you the championship, then I don't think you're paying attention a whole lot. But
And I don't think this is a game where you look at it and go, well, if you can't win that one, you're not going to win any. No, you're not saying that about this game. I mean, I think everybody would agree it's probably the toughest one.
I think if you asked coaches across the league right now, there'd be a little bit of dissension, but the consensus would be the two toughest games in the league are at Utah and at Texas Tech right now. I think most coaches would tell you that. There might be some that would say at Iowa State, or there may be a few other options. But most, I think, if you're polling 16 coaches, the answers would mostly be in Salt Lake City and in Lubbock for the toughest games in the league. So if Texas Tech were to lose one of the toughest games in the league, it doesn't mean your season comes crashing down. The only difference right here, Jamie, is the timing of this game. Because if you're 6-0 and you play this as the 7th game in conference play, if you're 6-0 in league play and you play this in the 7th of 9 conference games, and that's where your first loss comes, I mean, we're not all
people are still
running around like crazy thinking
you're
it's
a good
over.
team. Yeah.
The timing of this
Don't ever
game
run
will be.
around like crazy.
I try not to.
It's really a bad luck.
Effort not to. 11-1 without a playoff sounds insane. Only problem would be strength of non-conference. Yeah, if you go at 11-1, I would feel confident that you're going to be in the playoff. Partially because you started there. And, again, losing early in college football helps you. It shouldn't matter, but...
Well, it helps you compared to losing late.
Right. I mean,
it's better to win.
Correct. If you're going to take a loss, is how I should have worded it. Losing early, especially the first conference game, that would mean you
can survive that a lot.
If you're 11-1 and finishing on an 8-game winning streak in conference play, I'd say you got a really good shot of making the playoff, even without it winning that championship game. But the hope is that you get to Arlington and win in Arlington because, that's what you're there for. It's the bottom line. Got a dad joke or two next on 100.7 The Score.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
It's a hump day with the bottom line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Alongside Jamie Lent. I'm Chois Woodman. Jimmy Cook across the way handling us. Y'all keep the comments coming in. Yates Flooring Center chat line through that 100.7 The Score mobile app. Jamie, I like lists. I don't know if you've realized this or recognized it, but up to this point.
Okay. I'm aware.
Okay. CBS Sports has got a power ranking of college quarterbacks right now.
Quarterbacks?
I don't know why I said that so weird, but quarterbacks. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I've got a top 50 list. That's a lot of
college quarterbacks.
Yes.
Oh, why didn't they just go to 132 or
I don't
whatever
know.
it is?
Because they're guessing.
Because they don't want to diss the guy that they put at 132.
Probably. That's probably
Makes sense. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's not to hurt the kids' feelings.
Or they're probably not actually going to start a game. I don't know. John Mateer is number 1 at OU. Haynes King moved from. They've been doing this. It's a power rankings. They've been doing this weekly. Haynes King moved from 10 to 2.
All right.
For Georgia Tech after
Another
they beat
big win for
Clemson.
him. Yeah.
Jake Retzlaff, the Tulane quarterback, went from 23 to 3.
Goodness.
Former BYU quarterback after Tulane beat Duke.
Duke.
Who is like 1-2, 1-3? Yeah. Marcel Reed for A&M went from 20 to 4.
A big win for him.
Jamie's favorite guy, Diego Pavia, went from 12 to 5.
Wow, they should give him an extra year of eligibility for
Just
that.
for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Taylon Green at Arkansas, boost from 22 to 6. Let's see. We'll get some more names you're familiar with. Josh Hoover, TCU, was at 5 last week. He's 8 now. So he is the number 1 Big 12 quarterback according to this.
That was a pretty pedestrian win, I felt like, for TCU.
we know about Abilene Christian, so I'm not going to bash it. But, yeah. Okay, scroll down to find Devin Dampier at number 11. He is listed as the second best Big 12 quarterback, 11th nationally.
Okay.
Keep scrolling. Well, Jamie's Joey Aguilar at Tennessee's 14, by the way.
Okay. I don't have issues with him.
He made a good move, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Got traded. Number 20, Sawyer Robertson.
It's really surprising that he's that low.
He went from 3 to 20 because he was intercepted twice against Samford and only averaged 5.7 yards per attempt in that game. He had a bad game against Samford. But that's a pretty big drop in 1 week. Still second nationally in passing yards per game. But they got him at 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fourth Big 12 quarterback at number 22, Baron Morton. 22 nationally.
What was he before?
25 the week before.
Okay.
Moved up 3 spots for the win over.
Wonder where he would be if he played full games.
He's leading the nation in
not that all the other
yards per
quarterbacks have played full games either. I mean, I'm sure they've had some patsies on their schedules too.
True. But I mean, if he had played full games, the numbers would be outrageous.
Oh goodness.
Jalen Daniels went from 19 to 25. Rocco Beck 17 to 26. So a smattering of Big 12 quarterbacks in the mix there.
Smatter.
Noah Fafita's at 33.
He's been much better this year.
Much better, yes. Which is crazy because he took away his
best
first-round pick receiver, and it's a better product. Did they get a new coordinator? I think they did.
Maybe it was the whole Josh Allen thing when they got rid of Stephon Diggs. He suddenly was able to throw to everybody instead of having to focus on one guy.
I don't think that's a crazy thought. But so there you go. Where is Baron Morton if Texas Tech wins this week? So Dampier was 11, Morton's 22. They flip-flop?
They should just swap places.
I think that's probably about right.
Yeah.
You get a road win there. I mean, since it's a quarterback ranking, we rank quarterbacks based off of wins so often, fair or not. But how he plays will factor in to that. I mean, if you go run for 400 yards and Morton just throws 10 passes in the game, then you're probably not going to see a huge boost. But
right.
I also don't expect that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jamie. We got top office distractions by generation. What is our number one office distraction right now? Who was that hand sign, Jimmie?
I have so many answers.
Okay, I just want to hear your list. Forget mine. What are our office distractions?
Sales staff members that like to come down and talk sports.
Okay, that's
in the sports
one.
department.
That's up there.
Okay, that would be it. Overly loud talkers in the sports department.
Okay, that's up there. Yep.
Okay. Clint's shenanigans.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Let's see. That would be 3.
Okay.
Any random sports ball just being around.
Because we end up throwing it. Yes.
Throwing it around.
Yes, that's.
Chois thinking the squirrel in the backyard was dying, or was it was a bird?
I caught the bird in the parking lot and took it to the backyard.
Okay, that's what it was.
I tried to catch the squirrel while he was healthy, and that was a big fail.
Also entertaining.
So if I see an animal, that's a distraction for me. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, that's generally true.
Yeah, okay. Those are the ones I could come up with.
Yours are way better than this list.
Okay.
Top distractions by generation. Gen Z's number one distraction, social media.
Yeah, there you go.
Duh.
Yeah. Twitter's probably, or TikTok or Facebook is probably the number one across the country in any business, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Millennials is major news events that happen. I guess while you're at work can be distracting.
Okay.
Gen X, most distracted by colleagues chatting.
Goodness.
It's fair.
We need like an electric fence.
How about just shock collars? Everybody wears shock collars.
We just need an electric
Once you've
fence.
hit your word limit. And also boomers, colleagues chatting. Those are I think that actually fits for our office, right? It's the boomers and the Gen Xers that probably chat more than.
Oh, we got some chatters in our staff too, but
we do.
It's the salespeople are the chatters.
Which
That's what makes them good salespeople,
Gen X
right?
Or
yes.
or boomers, yes.
Yes.
So there you go. Top office distractions. Y'all can share your top distractions at your own office. Clint Scott is the number one office distraction. Absolutely.
There's no doubt.
He's it. Now, I mean, there are actually times, this is going to be crazy to some people. He tries to get some work done every once in a while.
Yes.
There are other, probably for me personally, the loudness is what distracts, but it happens.
We have some loud talkers.
We do have loud talkers. We do. Which makes for
and we love them,
good
but they talk
radio at
loud.
times. Yeah. This one says, this is a big mistake. UCLA is expected to hire SMU's Rhett Lashley as its next coach, sources confirm. What? Lashley, after 4 years with SMU, will resign from his current role in conclusion of the regular season and will not coach the Mustangs should they qualify for the bowl game. This is a text from the chat line. I have not confirmed this on a report. If true, I 100% agree with the texter that that's a massive mistake.
I completely agree.
Why would you do that in season? I mean, I guess.
And why would SMU say, yeah, you can stick around the rest of the year?
Is that what it said?
Said he was going to coach the rest of the season, but not the bowl game.
Yeah, why would you do
Man,
that?
I want that guy out of town so bad.
Get out. We'll go interim.
Yes, exactly.
We'll reset and we'll try to
We'll let a
start our
local
own
talk
hunt.
show host coach the team.
Yeah, if that guy's going to leave you this early in the season, again, don't know if that's true. But if it is, that would be crazy.
Crazier things have happened.
It's the bottom line. On 100.7 The Score.
This has been the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 100-7thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.